So I invited a couple of my best friends over for a pool day. But what they don't know is that I've also invited them over to reveal my brand new engine swap. Just waiting. Kath, I of course wanted you guys to come over for the whole pool day and everything. I want you guys to see, but I also had something else that I want to show you. If you remember before when I had the whole troubles with the EG and getting it to run, all that kind of stuff, and I always said like, hey, I want to have something else ready for next time. Well, I want to introduce you to the next thing.
Oh my God! You're gonna do K24? Holy shit! This is awesome! Whoa! That's definitely gonna be ready.
Yeah.
Dude, this is sick.
Most all of the parts are here.
That's awesome, dude.
But some things, I need mounts, I need axles, I need to get stuff still.
What transmission is this?
This is the stock 5-speed from the RSX.
Okay.
And then this is a K24A JDM.
What is that? That's cool.
So out of the box, 205 horsepower.
Dude, that's sick.
But where this gets really spicy is this engine has been rebuilt. It has been fully taken apart by Advanced Cylinder Heads, cleaned, machined, and rebuilt with high performance parts.
It's gonna be so fast. We're gonna have a fast car.
We're gonna actually have a fast car. So here it is, you guys. From D16 straight to a built K24, this is the way forward for me. I had been keeping this from Travis for so long, and it really wasn't my intention in the beginning. I was thinking I was just gonna get a K24, I was gonna drop it in, it was gonna be whoa, we were gonna think it was so cool. But then this whole opportunity came up to build this thing, and as you see with how involved this whole process has been, it's been a bit time consuming, but fantastic. Everything that I've learned about building engines and all along the way while seeing all of this process has just been incredible. But so it was absolutely worth it to me to take the time to do this because frankly, this is a really special engine. Maybe not to the full wider K-Series community who people have been doing this for a long time, I don't know. But I've never had a built engine. I've never gone through this whole process with a professional machine shop doing this type of work. You know, ported cylinder heads, honed out the block, like all the performance parts inside of this thing. So much precision work has gone into this engine that it just, yeah, it's so cool. And so obviously you see all these clips. This is just kind of a recap of all the build process. If you check back into the channel, you'll see all these videos. This balanced crankshaft right here was just so good, the way this thing actually came out.
Yeah, here's the magic number there, 0.001
Wow.
and 0.001. This would be the rear of your crank, the front of your crank.
And then how we got into the actual building of the engine. This was really, really cool. I had never been involved in a process like this. I cannot wait to get this engine inside of the car. Seeing this whole thing come together, the crank going inside, like it was just, you know, a combination of all these moments of all these pieces getting built and machined and, you know, precision tuned here, and then putting this thing finally back together, just amazing. wanted to give you guys a brief overview of some of the parts I got going on here now too. The K-Pro, we'll start off with that. This is the piece right here, right? This is the tuning piece that everybody needs, or rather you want when you go ahead and go with this stuff. Honda, it's ready to go, man. We're gonna be taking this up to a tuner local to me that is very reputable. We'll talk about that later. Coolant hose pipes here, and that's gonna go with the radiator that I got going on over there, the dual core. This is the conversion wiring harness. Really nice to have like brand new wiring harness stuff from Hybrid. And this here is the K-Swap ground kit. Nice cables. This kit right here is for the AC and power steering delete. So you see it's got the belt, the little pulley, and this new big bracket here. OEM replacement throttle cable, just a nice new cable. Clutch line from Hybrid. This right here, is a beautiful piece, man. This shifter box that they have for the K-Swap, this is just the extension piece of it here and some of the hardware to go with it. This thing is just a beautiful piece, man. It moves so nice and it feels so nice and weighted and just like a really solid piece already, man. Really excited to get that in there and see how it all goes. It's gonna be sweet. And of course, what's so amazing about K-Swap to me, you know, coming from the D series like I had in here, this you could buy still brand new. RBC intake manifold. I know it's nothing special to all you K-Swap guys who already got this going. You know, there's the Skunk 2, there's all the different pieces out there. But it just amazes me that you can still get this brand new piece from Honda here. And I mean, this thing is ready to go. And much nicer than the original K24 piece. The intake manifold that's really restrictive. This guy will open it up a little bit. Fuel lines right here. Really nice braided fuel line for the returnless system. Got some different plugs here for on the block coolant stuff. Fuel pressure regulator right here. Feels solid. Looking forward to seeing that in the car. And here's the gauge to go with it. And then of course in here we got the fuel rail from Hybrid. And then cams aren't in here. This is just the box right here I just wanted to kind of have on display so Trav could see. But those are well in the engine now. So some of the parts, but we got a lot to go still. Now I got a good amount of the parts for this thing already, but I still need to get some stuff. I think where I'm at currently, I need to get the mounts. Definitely gonna go with the Hassport. Everybody says that's the way to go when it comes to the K-Series stuff, for alignment issues and all that kind of thing. Hassport just has a great reputation. That's the way I'm gonna go as well, no different. Mounts, and then the clutch kit. Clutch and flywheel kit, I wanna go ahead and get that on because I wanna get the transmission and the engine together. And then we can actually get this thing, you know, rolled under the car. I'm gonna try to lift the car up really high. We have some different racing jacks and maybe put blocks under it. Get the car up real high, put the engine underneath it on that PLM stand. And, you know, that should be a really easy process. Roll that thing under. And then mount up the engine side, do the clutch, flywheel, all that, of course, beforehand, but then mount up the transmission as well. I think that's the only thing about the PLM stand is it is not able to accept the weight of the transmission as well. So it will be a bit of a juggling act, I think, to get those two pieces together. It might just be, you know, as I'm thinking on the fly, it might just be like build up some bricks or whatever underneath the transmission, get both the pieces together, the engine and transmission, and then do the mounts on either side. Not sure. We'll see how that's gonna go. After that, I believe I'm gonna get the axles, and then we can kind of get everything in as far as it mounted, and then the position of the axles, and, you know, seeing how that's all gonna sit. From there, I still need to do all the fuel stuff. I mean, you saw I have like the hybrid fuel rail and fuel lines and fuel pressure regulator. But as far as the injectors, I'm not sure what size we're gonna run yet. And then as far as fuel pump, I'm not sure if what I have in there is good enough. It's already a Marlboro it's already an AEM aftermarket fuel pump, which is a higher flow than what the stock was. But I'm not sure exactly how the rating of that is gonna go. So still some stuff to figure out there. But getting the engine in and mounted is the primary concern that I have at the moment. Once all that's done, I can start to figure the exhaust manifold, which I'm pretty sure I'm already gonna go with the Skunk 2 Alpha header. Just for fitment issues, I hear it's like next to none. But tell me if you have anything different in mind. And then from there, we'll get into all the electronics, so the wiring and all that. And to be honest, that's the part that really kind of concerns me the most. Throughout my entire build with all this thing, electronics has been my weakest link. But so that's on me. And this is going to be a great opportunity to go ahead and get into the wiring, fully understand how this thing is going to be integrated with the older chassis. And, it's going to be a process, but it's going to be awesome. And I'm really excited to have the guys on my team who I do. Trav, Trey, Juan, and Dusan, I'm confident that we're going to get this thing going and we're all going to learn a thing or two while this is happening. So yeah, this was a big one for me, you guys. I have been holding this from Trav for so long and not intentionally, it's kind of just the way the pieces fell. I thought I was just going to buy a K-swap and put it in, and that would have been whoa, enough for him, for us, for this channel. But then the whole opportunity came along to build this engine, and well, I just couldn't pass that up. So it was a lot longer of a process than I thought, but well worth it as I'm standing here saying this. So stay tuned. We got a lot of cool stuff coming, you guys. Subscribe if you haven't. Hope you stick around. Talk to you in the next one.